What is up, Buckle Up Universe? Buckle Up Podcast Universe with Brandon Rush and Mama Rush. Be just me, Brandon Rush. And be Buckle Up Podcast Universe today with Brandon Rush and Kayla Parker, who is a co-host on this show. We're going to get her on here a lot more. So Kayla Parker is going to be coming in. She's coming in hot onto this podcast. So I wanted to have her back today. We have 9.6 million viewers / listeners in 19 countries and 195 cities. I'm going to show you those numbers real quick. Hopefully I got to look down in order to do that. But Kayla's going to be on here briefly today, and we're going to do a little chat, a little keeping up with KP, and I'm excited for that. Hold on one second. Let me pause this while I pull up the numbers. Actually, I wanted to show my row of a million. So I had to turn this light. It might be a little bit too blurry for it, but yeah, never mind. It's too blurry. I just got a million all these. We're doing all right, people. We're doing all right. Yeah, just wait on KP. She'll be coming here any moment now. She said she might show up in the head wrap because depending, I'm gonna see if she actually shows up in the head wrap. We had a little conversation the other day. I said, look, I will wear my Mike Wazowski onesie or my Pink Care Bear onesie if I had it here, but I don't. Maybe that'll be for the Halloween edition. As I said, you can come however you want to the show. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be adventurous, but I will be wearing that onesie at some point as soon as I get those back, or I might just order some new ones. All righty, KP should be here any second. I hear my mom playing my college theme in the background. There you go. Was that 9 million? And total, we've had 9,633,085. Were you able to see that? Boom, we're doing all right, people. Doing all right. We work hard. We work hard, so we play hard. And we're excited that people are getting on here, have an opportunity to tell their stories, literally from around the world. And our show is a global hit. She asked me, yes, we can. Perfect. Resume. KP? I swear you had that shirt on last time I saw you.
I know, but like today I had to cover up the sunburn.
Oh, really?
If you can imagine, and I don't know if this happens to you.
Yeah, please enlighten me. I do get sunburned.
Sorry?
I do get sunburned.
Yeah, like no one believes me. They're like, but you're half black. And I'm like, yes, but if you could see my arms right now, you would realize that my mother's a ginger.
Oh.
I can't. I was like, okay. I was like, it's going to be the same shirt, but I was like, I'll go different pants. I just threw on my sweatpants because I was like, at least people will be able to see that I changed.
Yeah, it's all good. Because I'm like, wait a minute. It's not that I pay attention to details, but I'm like, I swear she had that shirt on last time I saw her.
I did.
It's so, hey, yo, it's okay, Kayla. You could have just said it's your favorite shirt. All right.
I mean, I don't wear it often because it's long sleeve. I live in South Florida. And typically I don't wear a long sleeve if I'm in my house. So it's just I'm covering up the sunburned arms that I have at the moment.
Gotcha. I understand. Can I ask you why you didn't put on SPF black?
Oh no, I put on that's the thing. I had on SPF and I reapplied because that's like the golden rule in Miami.
Yeah.
The problem is when you go to the beach, you feel this breeze and it's lovely. And I fell asleep, I'm pretty sure, for an hour.
Oh, wow.
And missed some spots on my own back because I was out there by myself, which is fine. It's typical, honestly. But I was like, I went out yesterday and laid out and I was fine yesterday. So I guess I just should have stayed out of the sun today.
Yeah, that's all right. And then I can also tell since I last saw you too. Now I'm thinking, one, you've been around some Southern people because your Southern accent's back.
Well, I mean, I don't really lose it. It comes in and out, but I don't really lose it.
Maybe I don't know why I'm picking it up so differently now. We talked about this before. Like, I think
you've said this to me before. You're like, I forgot or I didn't realize you were Southern.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't realize it in South Carolina because everybody else there has the crazy drawl.
Yeah.
I don't have that like slow Southern.
Drawn out. Yeah.
Drawn out.
Yeah. Kayla, I don't think I've ever told you a story. I was in class one time in my journalism class. And I started hearing the Southern, I don't know what happened to me. Just one day I had a moment where I started hearing these Southern accents. I'm like, God, just please cut the shit. Like, I just need this gone. Like, it was just driving into I think I was the only one, even though I'm from Virginia, but I don't have an accent at all.
No.
It was like all these Southern accents started getting to me one day. And there was one girl from New York. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, anytime she talked, it was great. But I'm just like, it was just that one day. It only happened once. I had to lock in, but it was getting to me.
It's crazy because like I didn't consider myself Southern in South Carolina.
Oh
like,
yeah.
And I meet people from Miami. They're like, "Oh my God, where are you from?" Like,
yeah.
And I
You're
tell
like
them Tallahassee, and then they don't know that Tallahassee's Southern.
Yeah, I mean, the name alone says it.
it's 30 minutes from the Georgia border, guys. Like,
oh wow, yeah,
it is so close. Like Coach Spurrier used to call me, like he used to call me Alabama, and I'm like, I am not from Alabama.
Oh yeah.
But he said like, you may as well be.
Yeah.
I was always in the training room, and he'd walk through and be like, "What's up, Bama?" And I'm like, "I'm from Florida, actually."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's actually a fit of Coach Spurrier, and he's a Florida guy too, so it's kind of interesting. That's really cool though. I didn't know that story about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, nice. And then your hair looks good. You like it looks lighter.
Oh no, I washed it. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I washed it. I had to. I got in the ocean today.
Yeah, I mean it looks like lighter. Like it looks like you got it looks brighter.
My highlights are. I had highlights put in. Yeah.
Thank you. First off, I did notice. Look at me noticing it.
Way to go.
Yeah, you look good.
Good job.
Yeah, you look good. I'm over here noticing it. You're over here trying to say, "Oh, you're crazy." I watched it. I'm like, hold on.
No, I have highlights. Yeah.
Thank you, KP. I pay attention. It looks great. Your hair looks good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I saw it. You have me over here thinking I'm going crazy. I'm like, man, maybe I'm losing my mind here, but I guess not.
No, not at all.
Just know that if I can pick out the fact that you're wearing the same t-shirt or shirt, I can pick out the fact that your hair looks different. It looks great too.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then one more question. Sorry, what's that?
I said it's getting long again too.
Oh yeah, I did notice. Yeah, you have put on some. It has come down, but you're rocking it. It's summertime. And then I saw you getting it in earlier today. I like your little strolls on the beach. I watch every day. I tune in. Tune in.
I'm a firm believer of 10,000 steps a day, but I don't get that. I get it on the weekends typically.
Okay, 10,000 steps a day. I never even, Kayla, good for you. I wouldn't even know to count 10,000 steps.
Well, it's a thing that I think I started walking more during COVID years ago. And then when I moved to neighborhoods that I could just walk in, I think like obviously safety reasons, those kind of things, but I have one of the most beautiful walks, I think, down this Venetian highway, this highway where you see the bay on both sides and all these nice houses. It's a tree-lined street for the most part, but like, it's just a beautiful walk. But I think my walks are two-part. One, yes, I think 10,000 steps a day because I can't run anymore. I can't jump. So like cardio is boring. I hate the treadmill. All I can do is walk on an incline. And I don't like it. I miss being outdoors and I can't run anymore because of the knees, whatever.
Yeah.
But the walking is good. It still gets me outside. And the 10,000 steps takes me about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Maybe 2 hours if I'm slow poking it.
Yeah.
But I realized like at 30 minutes in, my mind shuts off.
Really?
Yeah, and I can listen to any kind of music on a walk because I don't have to be motivated and like this up tempo stuff all the time, like I would need in the gym to like get going. I can listen to some real lackadaisical shit.
Okay, yeah, all right.
And it's peaceful because that highway doesn't get that causeway doesn't get a lot of traffic, so it's just peaceful. And it's just, it is. And it's nice because my mind turns off at 30 minutes and I can feel kind of like all the weight drop off in about an hour in. And it's one of the most relaxing things, I think, for me on the weekends.
Well, I got to let you know that like whenever you do your videos, I totally put in like some Madonna, Vogue, or like Whitney Houston is playing or Kiss Prince. There is some theme song when you're doing your whole entire Victoria's Secrets walk, and I'm not making fun of you. It's just what it goes on in my mind when I'm looking at it. It's like, oh my gosh, okay, you better work, cover girl. Like it's the whole entire thing when you're. Yeah, seriously, you got it down. I'm like I'm gonna start putting on theme music whenever let me put on some music. Boom. All right, now we go.
I'm walking down the causeway. I'm going to start the Vogue for you.
Yeah, it is. It
You'll
is.
know it's for you.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, this is for me. Just know that that's happening. Just know that that's happening. Wherever I am, if you see my photo pop up, know that I'm playing some music behind that somewhere.
Absolutely.
To go with it.
Understood.
What's that?
I said understood.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the assignment. Yeah, but look, first off, I love your ideas. Everything you say, that's why I bring any and all the ideas to me. You're right. Like Father's Day today, I think that is something that we should touch on. I almost broke down doing a video earlier talking about my dad. But I think that that's a beautiful thing to discuss, and I know it's got to be heavy on your heart today. Obviously, it's heavy on mine, but I know like it's fresher for you.
Well, that's why I went to the beach today. Honestly, I needed a moment to just kind of sit and not hear anything, just listen to the waves roll in and close my eyes. And there are people that reached out to me this morning because they knew it would be hard, and every time I cried. It's just like I would stop and I was like, okay, I'm good, and then I get the next text and I'd be like, tears
falling again. But it's a beautiful thing, and it's important to like leaving that shit bottled in. Sorry, swear jar. Leaving that thing bottled in is tough. Like grief, as I said, you can't put a time limit on grief.
No. And I mean, and I know you lost your dad 4 years ago now.
Yeah, but it feels like yesterday.
And I'm sure it doesn't get any easier, really.
Honestly, it doesn't.
There are some people who say it just changes. It's not necessarily that it gets easier, but it's just different as you go through the years without them. But like, I don't know. I think like this week I knew would be heavy. Today is Father's Day. His birthday's 3 days from now.
Yeah.
It's been cool to have his birthday near Father's Day. But this week is going to be tough. I mean, it's just, I knew it would be. I don't think it hit me until I was trying to post this morning and like trying to find the words, and then realizing it's the first time I'm speaking in past tense, and like the little things that just kind of like rock you, and you're like, okay. And I like boohoo cried this morning.
Yeah, that's okay though. Like there's no shame in it. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I think it's a beautiful thing. Like if I'll kick their ass if anyone did laugh at you.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I think for me, it's just one of my really good friends. She was like, every time you cry, that means he's right there with you.
Ooh.
And I think for me, it helped because now every time I cry, I start to laugh too, because I'm like, he's probably mad that I'm crying.
Yeah.
He's so upset that any of us are sad.
Yeah.
But she told me that, and I think that's kind of stuck with me. So I although I'm crying, I tend to smile at the end because I can feel him there.
Yeah. That's a good thing. By the way, that was a beautiful post. I saw that this morning whenever I got up. I don't know why I was looking at your page, but I happened to look at it and I saw it.
Yeah.
No, I think your dad would be very proud of you guys and proud of what you're doing. And I said, like, you can cry. When you don't cry, your soul hurts. I realized that when I used to get whipped as a kid. Like, if you don't, when you're getting whipped and you're holding it in, and you're just like, man, like your soul hurts on the inside.
Oh man, I was faster than everybody else, so I never really got caught.
Okay.
If whippings were getting doled out, I think my dad maybe once in my life.
Good for you.
But he didn't believe in hitting us. He just took things away, like your favorite thing, gone.
Yeah. Like, oh wow. Okay.
So it didn't matter at what age, like favorite stuffed animal at 2, top shelf, you're not getting it.
Oh yeah.
he would put it where they would put it where you could see it every.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, all right. So
what was that stuffed? What was that stuffed animal's name? I have to know because clearly that was a real thing that happened.
Oh no! So my dad bought me a stuffed animal every year for Christmas. So by my senior year in high school, I had like the Muppets basically in my bed.
Oh, nice.
So like, how now I'm an adult and I just take all the pillows off my bed. It was like taking all the stuffed animals off my bed.
Okay.
16, 17, and 18.
Yeah.
But I don't remember which one it was when I was like 2 or 3 years old, but I have
emotional.
In my room now. His name's Ralph. He's a dog, technically.
First off, I love the name. That's my godfather's name, which is hilarious. He's an Italian guy too, from New York. So that's hilarious. I just picture my godfather. I'm picturing your stuffed animal having my godfather, who's Italian from Queens, his accent.
Well, he's a huge dog too. Like I'm like, did he win this at the fair? Like that's how big it is.
Yeah.
I got it for Christmas one year.
Okay.
And it's the only one I kept. I gave the rest of them to like nieces and nephews over the years, or like other kids that were born around the family and stuff over the years. That's the only one I have left. But
so what you're telling me is this, which makes me want to cry, is that you're basically Toy Story 5. You're Andy. Yeah. You're like, when Andy, and I'm gonna make you laugh about this too, Kayla, if I can. When Toy Story 3 came out, right? It's whenever Andy's going to college and he looks back, he's giving out the toys, he's giving them to the little girl that's adopted. And he's like, thanks, guys. I bawled my ass off because it reminded me when my dad took me to college, and I bawled when my dad took me to college. So there was, if you looked around that theater, because I remember there were grown men were crying in that theater because that was them. You were that Andy.
Were they letting it out or holding it in? Like it
was out. It was out. I didn't hear any wailing. Jerry, I didn't hear any yelling, but it was like, that was the one time I looked around because I was on a date, I think, when I saw that. And I remember being like, because I remember I had like the girl I was with, I was like, oh shit, I'm like over here crying.
Did she cry?
I don't think she cried. She probably was trying to console me. She might have been crying too, but I just remember her being like, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like crying at this because it took me back. So so you're basically Toy Story 5. You're Andy.
Yeah. I mean, I think because my mom is a giver, I like, to her core, I've just grown into her in so many ways. But I don't ever remember them telling us that we had to like get rid of things, but I always remembered my mom either taking something to Goodwill or donating something to a family.
Yeah.
Her daycare that she owned, I want to say it was her daycare, maybe the next job she went into, but the company every year bought Christmas for a family.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
I mean, like all of Christmas. It's like they find a family, adopt them, and every kid had 30 presents. So it's like they would get everything from, the list of things. And I just remember going to the store with her and shopping for these kids.
Yeah.
I just don't remember if it was her daycare or the next company that she worked with. So,
okay.
But I think I get it from her.
Well, I think your mom has definitely raised an incredible woman too. Oh, you're welcome. No, thank you. Wait, so we're gonna hit a couple things here now. Yeah. One, your mom worked at a daycare. We didn't touch on your mom that last time that much.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna do this time. Sorry, Miss Parker.
She's a badass.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Let's hear about her. Yeah, the way you said it. Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said it with your chest.
I did. I even poked it out a little bit.
Yeah, you did. Let's hear about your mom, and then also apologize to her. I accidentally unfriended her by accident. No, it wasn't. Yeah, don't know. Hold it back. It was an accident. Let's put that back up
first.
Yeah, I know exactly. I apologize. I added her back. I'm like, who's this Miss Parker? And I was like, oh, it's Miss Parker. I'm messing up again. But I added her back.
No worries. Yeah. So my mom was born and raised in Miami.
Oh wow.
Yep. She is one of 4. All of her, I didn't meet most of her family until later in life because I didn't know that it was her family, honestly.
Oh, really? Can you explain?
No, like, let me tell you. So her siblings told her she was adopted because she's the only ginger.
Oh, really?
It was her family. It's who I grew up knowing. But when I found out that I had all these other like redheaded siblings that live up north, like in Ohio and these other states.
Yeah.
Found your people, Mom.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So her nickname growing up was Big Red because she's 5'10". That's who I get my height from.
Okay.
She played softball. She was a cheerleader. She was very athletic, and she went to school at Florida State. That's where she met my dad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so her roommate was actually dating my dad's best friend. And then my dad just kept coming over with the roommate, like with his best friend to see the roommate.
Oh, yeah. Your dad got it right. Yeah, your dad got it right. Your mom's like Caleb, like she's Caleb Parker 1.0. You're the 2.0.
Yeah, I'm the 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're identical. Like, it's like she spit me out.
No, for real.
I don't know if I was like, I know my dad had something to do with it, but I just don't know if I look like him.
Yeah, no, you look exactly like your mom. I kind of wish you got the red hair, but then you'd have been too much.
Well,
then you'd have been full Shatara.
Send you something when we're done here because my girlfriend's obsessed with TikTok.
Yeah.
She was bored one day and she turned me into a mermaid. I don't know if you've seen this trend.
Loosely, but I want to see the one that you have.
Yeah, I don't have TikTok. So
okay.
She sent it to me, so I will send it to you. But my mermaid came out with red hair.
Yes. Pinky swear on that. You're gonna send me that. I need your pinky swear.
Yes, got
All right,
you.
boom. All right, cool. Bet. Got it.
I will send it when we're done.
Oh, I can't wait to see this. I'm excited.
Now, I would look good with red hair. I was like,
were you killing it? I already know you were killing it. That's like no question to ask. But yeah.
Everyone looks better in AI, but like, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So what you're saying, not only are you Andy, you were the real life Ariel, basically what you're telling me right now. Right now, you're telling me that.
Off, honestly. It's a little creepy. I'll say.
Yeah. All right. I look forward to seeing it. I've yet to see you not slaying any picture, any Halloween costume in the same white shirt.
Yes. I haven't been in a Halloween costume in probably 10 years, so don't be disappointed.
Well, that does make me feel better. The only thing I'm disappointed about is not getting that photo with you when we would have had the same photo when you were in a cowboy outfit, because I saw each other again the same, like a different night. You were in that Cowboys outfit. I didn't have my camera.
Yes, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. And we all got separated that night. There was like 9 of us in that uniform. And
oh, really?
Together.
I saw the one that matters. And that outfit with you in it lives rent-free in my head to this day.
Good to know.
Yeah. If there's any pictures out there that anywhere, this world needs to see that. So I'm gonna make that your little poster thing.
Yeah, you can make a poster. I don't know who has those photos because I don't have it.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You lived it. That's the most important thing.
Did for a night.
Yeah. That's all it took. Wait a minute, you're Cinderella now too.
But yeah, so my mom went to school in Tallahassee and never left.
Really?
Yeah.
And you said she's from Miami, went to school
at Florida State.
Oh yeah, Florida State, yeah.
Yes. And then never.
Was she there doing the Ted Bundy stuff?
She was. That's when she was at school.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. She told me that like way later in life too.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just want to tell you about the time there's a guy named Ted Bundy who was doing crazy shit.
He probably doesn't want to teach her daughter about all the serial killers and like.
Yeah. Dude, that's wild that she was there during that point in history. I was watching an HBO documentary on that the other day.
Oh, well, they've done so many now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so he was there. Unfortunately, that sorority house.
Yeah.
She was not in a sorority, but she was at school when that was happening. Yes.
Has she ever talked about she must have been pretty scared during that time.
She doesn't really talk about it, to be completely honest. I don't know if she lived on campus.
Okay.
So I just don't know that she didn't know any of them. I guess she didn't really feel affected by it.
Okay.
She's also a tough cookie and doesn't really talk about all her feelings. So
okay. She keeps it bottled in.
Yeah, she doesn't. She'll let it out, but she's not one to like show it. Well, I should say shows on her face. She's not one to always say it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, those are still commendable qualities. But she got into, you said she worked with a daycare. So after what's she studying in college? Do you know?
I don't know what she went to school for.
Way to go, daughter.
No, I'm terrible. Fashion merchandising.
Okay.
So she worked in the mall at first, and she was a manager of Moss Brothers that opened up in Tallahassee.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember Moss Brothers either.
Neither do I. Yeah, I'm about to say you had me at a loss. You saw it on my face.
I want to say it became Macy's, and I could totally be wrong with that, but
it's worth a shot.
So she had my brother, and he went to daycare. She worked. I think she felt like she was just missing a lot in life too with him. I was in daycare at 1 years old.
Oh wow.
She came to pick me up, and they had left me in the swing out back by myself, and the yard was not fenced in.
Holy smokes. Yeah. Holy smokes. If she didn't, I already know that she probably went haywire, and she had every right to.
So when that happened, she quit her job and opened the daycare.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. She's like, if they're not going to watch my kid, I will do it.
Yeah.
She had it for, I want to say, almost 13 years.
Oh, that's long. So into your teen years.
Yeah, yeah. So I want to say she moved over to what she was doing now in a sense when I was like 14, maybe.
Okay.
Because I feel like it all happened kind of around the same time we moved into the new house. She got a job. Just I went into high school, like everything was just kind of chaos all at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, she went into that daycare thinking she would just help her friends' kids and just watch a few kids here and there, and it got up to 60 kids under the age of 5.
Wow. I bet you they all remember your mom too.
Oh yeah, they still see her in Tallahassee. Go, hey, Miss Karen,
Oh yeah.
and she recognizes almost all of them. Like it's crazy to me that she'll be like, oh, I saw this so and so today. I saw Matt today, and I'm like, oh wow, you know what he looks like? She's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't believe you, but okay.
Yeah. If you're able to, it's a motherly instinct, probably.
Probably. But yeah,
Yeah.
they had babies as early as 6 weeks old.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and they went and put kids basically at 5 years old right into kindergarten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. Like, because look at how many families she's probably blessed and helped out that needed that
Oh,
because from all different backgrounds.
yes. And she had all the classrooms were broken up. So they had, 6 to 8 babies in the room. There was one person there. They would move to the 1 to 2 year old room, then the 2 to 3 year old room. They all had a different teacher.
Yeah.
Where her daycare was in an old house, so it had its own kitchen.
Okay.
And they cooked full 3-course meals for these kids every day.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like, and some of those kids might not even have meals at home. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely. And she was open early at like 7 a.m. and she wouldn't close until 6. So if you
Oh,
worked
wow.
5, you could drop your kid off and come get your kid.
That's absolutely amazing. But that also shows me two things about your parents and helps define you as well. Because your mom did that which I think is very amazing and commendable. And at the same time, I believe you said your dad was working with some union or something that fought for women's rights and fought for minorities too. What was that he was involved in?
Yeah, so my dad was the director of diversity inclusion for his construction company, but he's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I think it was just his personal goal was to always involve minorities and women-led companies.
yeah. And why do you think why would I guess where do you think that came from for your dad? Because that's very commendable. I appreciate that. If you haven't paid attention to our show, you realize it's very women driven.
Yes, absolutely. I think for my dad, it came from having daughters. My guess. I mean, he has 2 sisters as well, but he tells everyone he's a girl dad. I'm like, you also have 2 sons.
Yeah. He's like, they're okay.
Well, yeah, but I'm a girl dad. Like he was
Yeah.
out of that. But he coached all of us growing up in sports, and he saw how different it was, even from how the fields were kept to the equipment we were given between where my brother came up, even though he was 5 years above me, and to when I came up.
Oh wow. And it was behind with the women.
Yeah. And the lack of resources for girls' sports and the lack of, money to do certain things.
Yeah.
And he and a couple other coaches, and they were all parents of a kid at some point, kind of started. It happened before us, but like for me, he was my softball coach from the time I was 5 years old. So,
Oh
yeah.
wow.
And he made sure he coached every team I was on.
Oh yeah.
Was supposed to or not. Like,
Yeah.
so.
But if you, my dad was my coach my whole entire life up until high school. Same with my brother, and he coached us to championships. We won championships. My dad. Sometimes when you have that father though, that knows you, knows your weaknesses, your strengths. But if they know that you're that star player, which I don't know if you were a star player or not, I would assume you were pretty good.
I always joke because we kept scoring T-ball.
Okay. Oh wow.
That's like sacrilege. Like you just don't do that.
Yeah.
Like let the kid learn the sport and be happy.
Yeah. Not your dad.
Like we 10-run ruled you, by the way. Like, you lost, by the way. We had a full-blown awards ceremony at the end of 5-year-old T-ball.
Yeah.
Where he gave out actual awards. Where
Good.
The most outstanding player, the most improved, the best offense, the best defense. And he believed in that because it taught everybody to, a multitude of things, but he ran our T-ball team like we were the New York Yankees. Like it was, you had to practice or you didn't play.
I love that.
Huh?
I love that.
Yeah. But we all learned to win and lose at 5 years old. Like, and everyone on that T-ball team, which is crazy, played a D1 sport.
Wow.
Every single one of us.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Because like we learned competition at such a young age.
Yeah.
I mean, we were all competitive in my family, but like all of those girls on that field, like we learned to turn double plays when we were 6 and 7 years old. Like we have fundamental baseball down.
Yeah.
We had practices where all we did was slide.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. All you're doing today is taking ground balls. He would take us to the batting cages and make us hit balls that were coming at us way faster than we would ever coach pitch or, slow pitch.
But that still helped you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's freaking awesome. Your dad, he's like, I don't know if you coach. Have you ever thought about coaching yourself?
I thought about it. I don't think I have the patience.
Why don't you have the patience? Because you're an athlete first. You still have the athlete mentality and you just can't translate it. That's what every athlete feels like.
No.
What's that?
I don't think it translates. Not for me.
Okay. Well, at least you realize the fact that you're not good at this.
Yeah, no, I don't have patience and I get angry when you don't try.
But that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. And honestly, that's needed more now. I'm glad you mentioned the fact that your dad had that competence because I'm brings me into something.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you were that way. That's what I want. I don't want the person that's giving out participation points, trophies. Mm-hmm. Parents, I gotta say it. I'll say it. Brandon, you're not a parent. You're right. I'm not. I'm an uncle. I'm a cool one at that. A cool ass uncle. But it's this generation coming up is soft. There's a lot of soft people in that generation. In fact, one of my best friends, Chris Nagel, his son's actually a prodigy in baseball, playing for the. Yeah. Oh, when I first met the kid had a baseball bat, came over, he was hitting dingers, stopped, came over. He was 3 or 4 years old with a little wiffle bat, gave me a hug, went back to hitting the wiffle bat more. And then even when we were traveling to Publix, he had the wiffle ball bat with him. Yeah. He is a star player. He just got picked up for the star team, like the top players in North Carolina. He's only 10. And he's playing for this all-star team. And that's that mentality. Like his dad coaches him that way. Yes. But it's like so many parents these days say, I'm a cool uncle, so I can speak. You don't have any kids, you're right. It's that soft mentality is that's going to translate to life, because that's why you have these kids these days who flip out and stuff. When things don't go their way, they're flipping out, doing I can't use the word I want to use, but basically soft.
Yeah.
And I think the fact that your dad did that is a reason that all of you all developed at an early age, that instinct and that mentality. And the reason you guys became D1 athletes, because you had that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think any of us actually went to school for softball at the end of it. There were a couple that were swimmers. There's a diver. There's a lot of us that ended up running track, which is crazy. Like now that I think back.
Yeah.
I raced against a girl that was on my T-ball team in middle school and high school. It's just funny to see because obviously we're all the same age, but a lot on to play the same sports.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's one girl that I played against in volleyball every year, and she went to my rival high school. So like we are not friends anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to down.
Yeah. I love that. I was going to say you had that, you still have that mentality.
Yes.
And I love that. That you like competition. You can't turn it off. It's on.
No. I can't turn it off.
That's good, because when you said that you beat a guy's butt playing golf, whatever, Top Golf or or Mortal Kombat, I was like, okay, I like that.
Yes, I'm very competitive.
And if you had this as a child, do you think that's because of your dad, or you think inherit what?
My mom is too.
Okay.
So that I think we were just, and I think being the baby of 5.
You had to compete.
It had to be. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there was a time where my dad would tell my brother he had to let me win.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So my brother got dogged out by our oldest brother all the time. And he was just so excited to have a little brother, and he got me. So
yeah,
he still treated me like the little brother.
Okay, gotcha.
And so he would play on his knees like basketball. He had a old like goal in our room.
Yeah.
That was low. So he would play on his knees and he would still dunk on me and like take me out.
Yeah.
But like I got tough because of that. Like,
yeah, I would say that translated because you're not used to competing with girls. You're used to competing with God, like your brother.
Yeah. And like he'll kill me, but every year for his birthday, I always say two things at the end of every post. Like I just want to remind everyone that I beat you in a foot race when we were kids.
Oh.
And is your head is bigger than mine.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Dang.
Be like the true little sister.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my brother was very fast. He was leadoff hitter, I think almost every single baseball team he was on.
Okay.
On base percentage was high. His nickname was Cool Hand Luke. He had one of the softest gloves I'd ever seen and could turn a double play like it was music. I mean, it was just like, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But that also translates because my dad would hit ground balls down the middle of the street we grew up on.
Yeah.
And it was so uneven, the amount of balls that would like hit something and pop you in the chest or in the face. You learn real quick to get behind. Yeah. They were going to take you out otherwise. And no holds bar. He was not going to soften up his little swing. Like he would hit them straight down to the ground on purpose, so they would bounce up and hit you.
I like this guy. I like this guy.
My brother was a fantastic baseball player, and I think he would have played other sports. He was just short.
Okay, did he play in college too?
He did. He played at at FAMU. So
okay, Jesus, you guys just breeding out athletes for days.
Well, there was really no other choice in our household. I don't think if I said I wanted to play the piano or dance that my parents would have accepted me. My mom said she would. She would say I would love you no matter what.
Yeah. But deep down inside, she'd have a little like.
Yeah, I think they both enjoyed having kids who excelled. Obviously, I think anybody would.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they both enjoyed coming to all of our games and watching all of our matches. And my mom was the loudest person in any gym or any track.
Yeah.
Like I could hear her across the track. Every
time
I would in my race, she'd be like, "Did you hear me?" I would tell her no, in hopes that she wouldn't.
Yeah. But you could hear her.
But you could hear that lady across the track.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she was not nice to refs and umpires if they made a bad call. She was not.
Well, that's how you have to. When you see stuff that's BS, you have to call it.
Oh yeah, she sat right behind home plate when my ball for his entire career.
Yeah.
Her own lawn chair right behind home plate.
Because you said she played softball, right?
She did.
Oh yeah, so she knows the sport.
Like me, she understands all the sports. Like we all played them.
Okay.
But she would crack me up. My people thought my parents were divorced because they never sat next to each other at games because my dad hated how loud she was.
Oh, really?
It was
because you'd embarrass him. Yeah.
Embarrassed, so he wouldn't sit next to her.
Dude, that is hilarious. I've never heard of anyone saying that their mom was a guy. What's that?
What'd you say?
I said I've never heard of anyone. Your family's the first case I've ever heard of someone's. My mom was loud, but I've never heard of someone saying, "Hey, your dad was embarrassed to sit next to." That's awesome.
My dad sat on the other side of the dugout the entire game when my mom was behind home plate. That's how they were. And then the thing is like they would always arrive separately because they were coming to work. So people legitimately thought they were divorced.
Yeah.
The kids, we would always get back into two different cars to go home.
That is too funny. That is.
One would take me home. So like, I remember someone asked me one day, like, your parents aren't together, right? And I'm like, they are. Why?
Yeah.
We're sitting next to each other at any games.
Yeah. Was your dad ever in any fist fights over people saying like, why would that lady be, why is she loud?
Oh, but we had, I remember my brother played middle school baseball and they had beaten somebody's JV team.
Yeah.
And their coaching staff went in the dugout and came out with bats.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was crazy. Middle schoolers.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I remember my mom was getting ready to go out on the field and people stopped her, like she wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
And my dad, and I want to say like one other dad, I want to say this kid, John Phillips, his dad, my dad, and then John Revel, his daddy was the head of SWAT.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he like was a big guy. And I remember him like climbing the fence. It's a short fence, but climbing the fence to get over there and stop.
Yeah.
Ass like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, I don't think so. No,
like,
that's
it's like, and I was small, so I felt like he was a giant, but I was like 6'4", and he's just like a big dude. So,
yeah.
But that's coming at you, kind of.
Yeah. No, it's funny you mention that. I have a short story. So Kayla, my dad was 6'4", and he was like, he's like me, only in 6'4" size.
Right.
So like growing up, he looked like Apollo Creed, legit, like Apollo Creed from Rocky. Like that, there was no question about it. And I was playing soccer. I was 5 years old. I was playing soccer. We were out there on the field. My dad wasn't coaching at the time. He was just like visiting. And I went to go kick the ball and I accidentally like missed, and it hit this person on the other team in the face. It was a complete accident. Yeah. As I'm saying sorry, I get like jerked up all of a sudden. I get jerked up. No, not by my dad.
No, by somebody else?
Yeah.
Another parent?
Oh, by the coach of this white coach. He happened to be white. It is what it is. And so like before, I literally got jerked. But the thing is, I was let go so fast that I turn around. And if you ever seen The Predator, where he's choking Arnold Schwarzenegger up in the air, yeah, my dad legit had this guy up in the air like that. To this day, it was like, it was literally when you saw Predator, when he held Arnold Schwarzenegger up against that tree, my dad was like that, like choking the guy in the air. I don't even remember what my dad said, but my dad jerked that guy up so fast, which reminded me of that story. But he's like, yo, you're not touching my son. That guy, for the rest of his time ever seeing my dad, that guy was always scared of my dad. One time we were playing a team again, and we were losing bad, but the coach told him not to run up the score because he remembered my dad jerking him up for touching me. And so that's just like, it reminds me of that story that you were saying. That's the only time I've seen my dad get like, and he didn't want any piece of my dad. I don't blame him.
And my dad, with his martial arts background, never wanted to fight. Like,
yeah.
He would never want to fight, but I want to say he was always ready.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was always ready for combat. Like,
yeah.
When we were cleaning out the house, because my mom's selling the big house, she doesn't need all that space.
Yeah.
He had a set of throwing knives in every house. I'm like, sir, like what apocalypse was coming?
Yeah, exactly.
Ready for like,
yeah,
every room and in like in the most random places.
Yeah, but he had the gun. He had the knife compartments instead of the gun compartment, like Kevin Hart. He had the knife compartment in case if someone breaks into the house, he's like, let me throw the air freshener sheets into the laundry. He just stayed ready.
He stayed ready. So this is why, like, I'm sad because I don't ever remember seeing my dad fight with his martial arts. Not an actual fight.
Yeah.
Not an actual match. Like the rest of my siblings, I think, have those memories of that because they all did karate as well.
Yeah.
I didn't have the attention span for karate.
And God, I'm glad you didn't. I don't think you're devastating enough. I don't think we need you winning or killing anybody at anything else.
I've thought, I'm like, I should have stuck to it because there's some things that I know, but I'm just like, all of my siblings are black belts.
Oh, wow.
My mom is a 3rd degree black belt. Yeah. My mom was fighting alongside with my dad.
Holy smokes, really?
Yes. And just taking bitches out. Like I would hear the stories of like them all lining up, my dad's school basically, all lining up for their matches against this place. And then they would all look up and they'd all be done. You know, like in 10 seconds, they had already, every single one of them had already subdued their.
Who are you people? Like,
I'm not sure exactly, but.
Yeah. Seriously, is there video of this anywhere?
There might be.
Find it.
There might be.
Miss Parker, if you hear me out there, I'd love to see these videos. I don't doubt you in the least bit, but it's good to know that if the zombie apocalypse ever breaks out, I am safe in the Parker household.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, but I'm no softy myself. Let's just get that straight. But you know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
scarf might throw people off, but
oh yeah. Hey, first off, don't come at me about the scarf. This is my style, Kayla. I rock this at you never even,
fun.
Yeah, you should see me at pool parties with it. Different story. It is my jam, and people love it.
I know you never take them off.
Nope, I don't.
I have now like 200.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I keep losing them in the most. Let's just say we keep losing them.
That.
Well, yeah. If I'm at a pool party and lose a scarf, you can kind of put two and two together. But yeah, it happens. They get lost. So, but as I said, Batman has all kinds of capes and cowls. I'm the same way.
I know. I feel like you've been wearing that scarf in college.
Actually, I didn't rock them back then because I didn't have the level of confidence I have now. I was still insecure in college.
Well, the last time I saw you in Miami, like the first time
I did then. Yeah, I did then. Yeah. It's my calling card.
Love that for you.
Thank you. I don't plan on changing it for anybody.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, look, KP, I just wanted to get on here with you for a little bit today. I'm gonna start doing this more with you just because, and we'll talk about the other stuff another time. Sure. But I'm glad we got on here to be able to talk about your dad. And find out how badass your mom was. Miss Parker, I realized after we filmed last time that we didn't talk about your mom. So I'm glad that we get to properly do that today. And there's more to come. So, absolutely. And then Kayla, thank you so much for making the time for me today. It means a lot to me.
Of course. I appreciate it.
The only thing you let me down with is this. I full on thought you were going to wear that head wrap.
I had more time. So
okay. You can't get my hopes. You can't get my hopes up like that. I was waiting for it. I think I did it 50-50, like, hey, online, do you think Kayla's going to wear the headscarf or not? And I was.
No, I don't need to be that person today.
Okay. Hey, you know what? That's all right. Because when the minute I get my Mike Wazowski onesie, I'm going to rock that on this thing. I kid you not. Or my Care Bear one. I kid you not.
So where is the Care Bear onesie?
They're both in Los Angeles right now.
Got you. So have you officially moved to New York?
Not, it's not like it's almost there. So, but I'm gonna be in New York at heart. My ID is gonna be New York. I'm gonna be Mr. New York. It's all the way.
Awesome.
You're gonna have to come visit.
Well, I do go visit because I have like a multitude of friends there.
Okay, well, boom. There's like a you know what Soho houses are?
What is that? Sorry.
A Soho house. Do you guys have like Soho houses there?
Yeah. House. Yeah.
Basically, like there's a company like that in New York that's called 724 Collective that wants me to start doing episodes of the podcast with them at their place.
Oh, awesome.
So I'll be doing that a lot up there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you'll have to come up. It's awesome. They have a pool, everything, all kinds of stuff. It's Marlon Wayans performs there a lot.
Sounds amazing, actually.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. I'll literally when you're coming up and I'm there, I'll bring you and your friends, whatever. We'll have a good time.
Yeah. Well, do you remember Scott Pierce?
Scott. Oh yeah. I remember Scott. He's I think you posted pictures of him the other day. He ran track too, right? Black dude?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Where's he at? I saw him in LA one time.
Lives in New York.
Oh, does he really?
Yes.
Oh, awesome. You see, I just need to get my caramel self to New York. I'm going there this month because they want me to do some episodes this month and then into July, and then it's not officially yet because I still have to go back and forth do stuff with LA. So
understood.
Yeah. But look, KP, thank you so much, my dear. And I'll see you soon. I'll have this back to you very soon.
Appreciate it.
I can use one of the photos that you have. There's so many photos I can use. I can switch it up now.
No. You made me animated already though, didn't you?
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah, I have the AI one for you, but I can use one of your other photos for like the other posts. It's up to you.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, I'll keep you guessing. We'll figure it out.
Just not the Bumblebee costume.
That photo got 500,000 views, by the way. 500,000.
Oh God.
500,000. I'm never gonna shut up about that, but it won't be the Bumblebee one because once you get 500,000, I'm good there. I'm good.
God,
I can retire it.
Let's retire that one.
Yeah, it's retired. It's retired. Yeah. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, have a good one.
Right. You too. Bye.
Bye.